Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to yet another video where I drive a car that I am extremely underqualified for. Now, as you've seen from the intro and thumbnail, today's vehicle is gonna be like nothing we've ever driven before. Yes, I'm finally driving an open-wheeled vehicle because if you look across my 33 something videos, the only time I've mentioned F1 or any of its junior series is during meme reviews. While if I'm being completely honest, I have driven some of Raceroom's F1 cars and its junior cars as well, I've never really featured it on the channel because I've always thought I was too bad at driving them, so I didn't want to embarrass myself and put it on the internet. But now that I have familiarized myself with this incredible machine, I think it's about time I showed you guys just how intense driving one of these things actually is. So welcome back to the competitions page, where Raceroom has finally included their FRX17 in a free-to-play event. Usually these are in the more premium sort of competition time trial events, but they've finally expanded it into the free series, so anybody who's brave enough can take it for a spin if they want. So if we are to talk about the car a little bit, this is the Formula Raceroom X17, which is, as I said, Raceroom's variety of a 2017 based F1 car. But there are a few differences, obviously. One of the most drastic changes is the engine, because this one clearly says it has a V10, which sounds absolutely amazing, by the way. You'll get to hear it in a little bit. But yeah, the real-life 2017 F1 car has a V6 turbo hybrid, so it's not as sort of fancy as a V10, but it's still equally as powerful. But as you can clearly see, this one has a bit of a buffer on power, because otherwise this thing could certainly push out much more horses than a regular F1 car from 2017, but you can actually buy this thing for 3.98 euros, which I obviously don't have the money for, and yes, it comes in a wide variety of liveries you can choose from. But right, that's pretty much all we have to say about this car. I mean, it's rear-wheel drive, it's got a V10, it's an F1 car. What more can you ask for? Right, so welcome to Circuit Paul Ricard, located somewhere in France. This is one of the most colorful racetracks out there, with its outrageous blue and red color scheme literally everywhere on this track. So I did want to show you guys my car setup today as well, because I did change a few things which actually has a beneficial effect on my lap times. But right, my brake bias has gone back a little bit because it does like to lock up the fronts every now and then. And yeah, steering lock's at 20 because it's a very curvy and twisty track, which certainly deserves more steering lock as well as downforce, so my wing angle is higher than normal, both on the front and rear, and a softer anti-roll bar to sort of absorb the bumps and rolls more. And rev limit 19,300. Outrageous, but it's an F1 car, what do you expect? Engine map set the full so that we have the most power, and I did mess with my differential a little bit as well, so a bit more coast and preload just to help it navigate those corners a bit better. So that's all about the car setup. I think it's about time we took it for a lap. Right, so as you've seen from the disclaimer, first of all, this is going to be a bumpy ride. Second of all, I'm being a bit adventurous today and not using the racing line, so don't mind if this lap is going to be much slower than usual. Also because I'm just trying to have some fun. Anyways, here we go, lap started. We're already going outrageously fast. The sheer acceleration of this car is insane. Just shaking and rattling through the first few corners. Braking nicely through here. The ABS is really getting its work cut out for it because you just need to crank the wheel into the braking zones. Right, we're already 1.1 seconds slower on the Delta. Not too surprised about that. I'm not trying to be too fast once again. Right, up to 7th gear, 307, 309. braking hard into this chicane thing. Oof, bit of an incident there. Anyways, we're now approaching the fastest corner on this track, or in the entire F1 series, to be honest. And go. Oh yeah. Braking, just feathering power through here because otherwise we go straight off nicely into the apex. Once again, ah god. Lap time invalidated, not too big of a deal. Let's have a bit of fun, but right. This final corner can really catch you out if you're not looking carefully, so yeah, do be aware of that, all you aspiring sim racers. Let's just do one more because why not? And this time I'm not going to talk as much and try to set an actually fast lap. You can also enjoy that beautiful V10 scream, to be honest. How is the time going to be? 2 seconds off the pace. Oh god. Right, I wasn't trying to be particularly fast anyways, so yeah. But right. Oof, our brakes are certainly blowing. You can hear the engine just a bit better right now. It still sounds absolutely stunning and honestly looks the part, but I'm not too big of a fan of this chrome. It just messes everything up. Right guys, I'm going to do a few more laps and then transition directly into a particularly interesting outside view. guys, I hope that looked as good for you as it did for me, because to be honest, I can't really compare an F1 car to anything. Just the sheer speed, the acceleration, the cornering velocity is just absolutely insane, and honestly, no other car can quite compare to such a brilliant combination of both of them. And while our straight line speed wasn't necessarily the fastest, because first of all we were running the high downforce setup and we didn't have DRS to go even faster, it was still pretty blazing at 317 or 11 something kilometers an hour. This is honestly one of the first that I genuinely felt confident in. Like, maybe not the first few times that I drove it because it just vibrated and you can barely keep your eyes on track, but once you get used to it, it's actually a pretty comfortable little setup. So yeah, it's certainly a very fast chunk of carbon fiber. Anyways guys, that's really all the time I have for you today. I have a pretty massive list of things I have to complete by the end of today, so yeah, I shall see you in about a week maybe. It's the August, like, summer vacation period for us, so I do indeed have a bit more time than I usually do. So yeah, there will be some JDM stuff coming in the weeks that follow, as well as maybe another interesting version of car review related stuff. So just keep your eyes peeled. Hopefully my plans will follow through and I won't have to postpone everything like I had been doing for the past few months. Anyways guys, that's all I have to say. My name is Ricard, and we just drove our very first open wheel race car, and I'll see you in the next one.